Wonderful. So next speaker on stage, Julian has been involved in the ecosystem for quite some time now, especially I think in the Geneva one, you know, us Romans that are in the French speaking part, we try to stick together as we come and venture up north in Switzerland. So yeah, let's give Julian a round of applause and welcome to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Easy. So hi everyone, indeed, I'm not going to hide it, I come from the French part, you're going to get it from the accent, so that there is no way for me to try to pretend otherwise. I'm the group CFO at Chiliz, which is a web3 company dedicated to the sports and entertainment industry, and you might know us from our fan engagement app called socios.com, but what I'm going to talk about today is more about how we plan to bring value to the sports industry via our new Layer 1 blockchain protocol. But before I do that, I need a bit your help. Just show of hands, next week, Champions League final. Is any one of you planning to watch the game? Just show of hands. Is there at least 1, 2, 3, 4, few people, okay? Okay, few people, good. And who of you has a ticket? I'm not giving out tickets, just to be sure, but so, and here what you're seeing is that there is 0 to maybe 1% of the audience who is going to be able to come to the game. And actually it's exactly what we wanted to solve initially, but if you look at the real number, it's actually more scary. Next week, 700 million people are going to watch the game, the final online. Out of these 700 millions, only 70,000 will be in the stadium, so I'll let you do the math, even though we did it for you. That means that 99.99% of the people that are interested in the game, they will not be able to watch it live. And our motto, our mission has always been, how do we serve this 99% of the fans that are interested in staying connected to their team, but are not able to go to the stadium? And our answer was very simple, it's digital fan tokens. So fans, they want two things. The first thing, they have a sense of community, a sense of belonging, so they want to be recognized and be part of a dedicated community linked to their sport team. And the second one is they have a sense of loyalty. They want to be in any way, shape or form, be rewarded for the engagement and the energy that they give to their team. And with digital token, which are fungible utility token, you actually are able to do both if you use it, this fan token on socios.com app. What we do with these fan tokens is that gives you the ability to engage with your team and be part of a dedicated community while also being rewarded for your engagement. And what we added on top of it, which has really been what fans love the most, is what we call the sense of influence. So not only you're part of the community, you have a loyalty program as well, but now with fan tokens, you have an influence on how the club is going to behave to some extent. Let's say, for example, that with a fan token, we are going to put binding polls with the team, and the result of the polls, so each fan token holder is able to cast one vote, one per token, and you're going to vote on certain subject, and the results, they're going to be put on the blockchain, it's immutable, it's transparent, it's verifiable, and the team has to abide with this result. So for example, the first use case that we had was for Juve, in order to choose what's going to be the music every time the team scores a goal. Then it starts to grow a bit bigger, for example, with, I forgot the team, of course, what's going to be a new player is coming, what should be the number on the jersey for that player. And the fans are going to be able to vote, and then the team has to follow the result of the vote. So sports has been, what we did with fan token was one of the first concrete use case of blockchain into the sports industry. It's transparent, it's verifiable, and you're able to really see what has been voted and who is holding the different fan tokens. And they loved it. If you look, we have been around for 3-4 years now. We have onboarded over 150 partners. Overall, it's over 1,000 decisions that have been voted by the fan and implemented by the team. We have more than 2 million people now on the socios.com app. They come from around 150, 160 countries. And globally, through the fan reward program that we have, the more you use your fan token, the more you're rewarded. We have given thousands of rewards. You see one of the lucky few. It's either meet and greet with the player, it can be tickets to the game, it can be other exclusive experience. And for us, it has been very successful, and it showcased that tokenized membership is really the future of fan engagement in sports. but it was also very clear to us from the beginning that fan tokens on socios.com, in the way they were initially shaped, it was not enough. Because you could only use them on the socios.com app and on our initial Chiliz Chain blockchain, which was a private permission blockchain, a layer 2 solution. The reason why we started private and permission, despite what has been explained by Cardano just before, is that for us, we're working with some of the biggest brands in the world, and they wanted to be very sure on the way we're going to handle IP and security of those. So we had to start a bit small in the sense that we could not go directly broad into an open network. We had to make sure that we satisfy the IP and security requirements. But we also directly felt that if you want to embrace the potential of Web3, if you want to really create Web3 fan membership, you need to go beyond that. And if you want to really embrace that phase, what we call the fan token everywhere, that you're able to use your fan token not only on socios.com app, but also directly on the app of the team or on any other different apps to showcase that you're a fan and that can give you access to discounts, faster lineup or anything, we need to move to the Web3 phase, and we believe that after a few years of education, the different sport teams were ready. So that's why last month we moved and we launched our own Chiliz Chain, which is a layer 1 solution. And we wanted to be positioned as the layer 1 solution for the sports and entertainment industry. So this is purely a chain that's going to be dedicated to that. And we want it to be kind of the safe home for sports teams that want to build and to transition from Web 2 to Web 3. By using our chain, you will be able to directly leverage socios.com wide range of partners that we have already onboarded, and you will be able to make use of all the different best practices that we have developed with the different teams when it comes to digital engagement of the fans. If I go a bit more technical on what is it exactly, we are a layer 1 EVM-compatible blockchain. It's a fork of BNB. So what it means really for the Chiliz token, Chiliz token is moving from being the transaction layer of socios.com to becoming the network enabler of the entire Chiliz Chain ecosystem. So this will be what you use in order to power all the different transactions of all the different projects that are going to come and build on the chain. And the new feature as well, because we're using proof of stake authority, is that Chiliz token holders are going to be able to stack their token and be rewarded for participating into the security of the network. We use proof of stake authority. Main reason it's faster and it uses less energy. So it's in line with our commitment to build a more sustainable blockchain. And today we have announced already 3 or 4 external validators. Our goal is to move to 10 or 20 in the coming weeks. So we are not validating the chains external parties are. We have announced some names in the blockchain industry, and we're going to announce in the coming weeks some names more in the sports and entertainment industry. And because you know that it's not enough just to launch, even though we can be very good in marketing, and some of the marketing team is here in case you have questions, it's in order to promote adoption and innovation, we also launched with CryptoJump a 50 million incubator fund dedicated to sports and entertainment in Web3. So this fund was purely dedicated to this type of projects, and we're going to empower or invest into these different companies, either through grant or through different mechanism, in order to help them build their product, as long as it is on the Chiliz Chain or on one of the other chains, but mainly Chiliz Chain, even though we do cross-functional as well. And we want projects that are going to bring long-term values to the fan and to the sports community overall. We are very open about what this project might be. We want to move away from just the fan tokens that we have built on socios.com. So some of the projects might use fan tokens, some projects might enhance what we do with fan tokens, and some projects might develop completely new verticals that are going to be outside of just fan tokens. It's going to be up to you guys to decide what the future of Chiliz Chain is. Just a quick overview of the 4 projects that we have already onboarded. So it's LiveLike, for example. It's a gamification platform which is directly integrated with the Teams app, for example, PSG app or Barca app. So we're going to have cross-functionality, so you can use your fan tokens through LiveLike interface as well directly on, for example, the PSG app. We also have FanFest, which is a live video platform that's going to enable you, through proof of attendance minted on Chiliz Chain, to prove that you were watching the game and earn NFT for it. We also have partnered with Block Asset, which is very complementary to what we do. It's NFT for the athletes, so not fungible token for teams, but NFT for athletes. And we launched Game Used as well, which is end-to-end memorabilia authentication. One of the big success that we had over the past few weeks is that we're going for some of the games to capture actually the game score ball. So the ball that was used in order to score a goal is going to be removed from the pitch just after the goal. We're going to authenticate through NFC, and it's going to be put for rewards for some of the token holders. So by holding fan tokens, you might be able to actually end up with the physical ball that was used to score a goal. So we want to bridge between the digital world that we build and also the physical metabilia that's coming as well. And last thing is, because even when you go with a new layer one, even if you plan to have a fund in order to incubate, we also want to spread the word about what we're doing. So we have a global hackathon. You can see some of the world tour that we're going to do. We're going to cross some of the major cities in Asia, in Europe, America, and South America. And because we're a sports company, what we want to do is hold these hackathons into big sports stadiums. It's going to be pretty cool. Jump Crypto is going to help us to do that as well. And we are going to bring and develop a community of developers that are willing to participate in this type of hackathons. And then my last slide is more for you guys, is calling for any developer or entrepreneur in the room. If you are interested, if you believe that you have a cool project, if you believe that you want to change the way the sports and entertainment industry is currently run, and you're eager to use EVM-compatible technology, and you're passionate about what you do, we would love to hear about it. You can, we'll be on site today. You can reach out to us at labs.chiliz.com, and we look forward to welcome you and to work with some of you that are willing to build the future of sports with us. That's it.
Julian, thank you so much.
If you're speechless.
Completely speechless. If you would like, if the audience would like to ask a question, feel free to. Please. Yeah.
Hi. Nice presentation, thanks. And pivoting to actually running a blockchain is really challenging. So you must have had concerns that running your own blockchain and maintaining it is very different from
yes.
before.
Yeah. So this didn't happen overnight. So even if internally we have pretty smart people and we have hired and so just to give you size, today the team has grown over. We hired 100, 150 people over the past 12 to 18 months, so we grew the team quite massively, also because we needed new talent and new people in order to do that transition. This transition didn't happen overnight, just was formally launched live last month, but it has been a journey over the past few months in order to do it. Yes, we had to rebrand ourselves, we had to rethink about what we were doing, but that internally is something that we always knew was coming, because the layer 2 solution was just for us an interim solution to convince the biggest sports brands on the planet to trust us using blockchain technology in order to help them monetize some of their IP. So honestly, the most difficult part for us was not to switch from layer 2 to layer 1, was to keep all the partners on board as we embark them onto a true Web 2.5 to Web 3 journey. And if you guys have more questions, we'll be around today.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Julian.